And thank you very much for your time.
Thank you.
Ryan, I am going to start with you. I want to get a sense of the first time in your memories of watching the original Blade Runner, how it left you feeling.
Well, it was a unique feeling because, it was one of the first films I'd seen where it wasn't clear how I was supposed to feel when it was over. It was very, beautiful and scary. It was like a romantic nightmare with haunting questions. It was also something that I realized at that time that had influenced the culture that I had grown up in so much and had no idea.
A man that was responsible for a lot of those discombobulating emotions is obviously that guy, and talking about someone when he's not actually, when he's sitting next to you is weird, but the feelings that were going through your mind when you walked on set for the first time knowing you were going to shoot with the original Blade Runner, what was going through your head?
He started it before me. I didn't arrive for a while.
He took a sweet time. My first thought was like, all right, thank God. Now we can unbreak everyone from lunch and let's go.
Your emotions when you had to go on set and shoot with Harrison, what was that like?
Well, it was, I think both Denis and I, we had worked at a certain period of time before he arrived, and we were just relieved when he got there because we were, sort of missing his input, and as soon as he arrived, we felt like it was we could really begin.
Present company accepted, in full respect to you both, but when Denis Villeneuve signed on to direct this, it became a very thrilling notion. I want to get a sense from you, Harrison, having been a part of both, what he brought and what his vision for 2049 was.
Well, he brought his own sensibility, he brought his history, he brought an affection for and respect for the original film, but an intention, a blessed intention to make it his own, which he did. But it's very observant of the first and very respectful of the first film. But it was a pleasure to work with him. He's really ambitious, very critical in his thinking, detail-oriented, brought great energy, and he's very collaborative. It was a pleasure to work with him.
I look back through your amazing films over the years, and I see at the heart of all of the great ones, its story. I wanted to get a sense what it was about this story that was worth telling, and why you signed up for it.
Well, it's a ripping good yarn, I think, to start with, but it's based on a projection of the capacity of science to do things which have moral consequences, and implications on the balance of society, and the first film was surprisingly accurate in its prediction of the potentials of science, and we've actually reached that point now. We actually can grow what the film calls a replicant, and a human being in a starting with a little petri dish, and it's only our moral sensibility that keeps us from doing that sort of thing, creating a class of citizens who are identified as somehow not to have the same rights as others, to be subservient, to be slaves, a human, a workforce, and that comes with incredible moral consequence.
The most enduring memory that each of you will take from working with one another on this film, Ryan?
I hit him.
It can't be the only thing.
Still makes me happy.
I'll take that. great. Thank you both very much. I think
Thank
I'm
you.
getting thrown out of the room. It goes far
Pleasure.
too quickly.
Take-
Thank you.
Nice to meet you.
Nice.
Bye.
Careful of his right hand.
Yeah, noted. Thank you.